The Strides for Africa Walkathon landed in Thika for the first time, bringing together business leaders, government officials and residents to champion local, ethical and sustainable trade. From calls to eliminate trade barriers across Africa to demands for fair taxation, value addition and investor incentives, the event was more than a walk. It was a wake-up call for entrepreneurs and policymakers alike. Bernard Owuta and Obed Toom, two representatives from the World Fair Trade Organization, Africa and Middle East, emphasized that the walkathon goes beyond being a community exercise. They stated that such interactions gave entrepreneurs a chance to understand what consumers want and to adapt their products and services to meet those needs.
My name is Bernard Owuta. I work with the World Fair Trade Organization, the regional network for Africa and the Middle East. And this walkathon is not just a walk, but an effort to encourage the support for trade, but trade which is done in a fair, ethical and sustainable way, but also to connect this trade with consumers. And this is important. It creates market opportunities for our businesses, for our people who are in trade, in production, whether it is in the agricultural sector or it is in the non-agricultural sector. But as we look at the development around the world, and we look at our own context in Kenya and in other countries in Africa, there's a growing population of people who increasingly are asking themselves, what are we buying? What are we consuming? Who has produced it? And so it challenges businesses, producers to begin to ask themselves, how do we produce in a way that meets the lifestyle, the interest of this growing consumer population? So the idea behind this walk is to begin, in Thika for example, which is happening for the first time, is to begin to grow a community of people, young and old, who are conscious of what they're buying, who are conscious of what they're eating, so that we can sustain our production, we can preserve and conserve our environment, we can produce in a way that ensure that the resources that we have can be available to generations to come. So it's not just what is taking care of us today, but also what can take care of generations to come. And we are hoping that we can build a community in Thika, within Thika municipality, that supports this kind of initiative, supporting small enterprises that are looking for market opportunities to sell their products. And so this is the idea, and we are hoping that with time, this community can grow.
My name is Obed Toom from World Fair Trade Organization, Africa and Middle East. And we are here today to, as the proud organizers of the Strides for Africa Walkathon. This is the 5th. We've been hosting it annually from 2020. And we normally host it within Africa, different countries. And today, for the 5th one, is happening in Kenya and South Africa. And we are doing it in Thika for the first time. And the goal of the walkathon is to advocate for our consumers or our people to support our local, ethical and sustainable products for the growth of the African economy. You find most of the time people purchase products from outside, which sometimes may not be ethical in its production practices. So our goal today was to rally the citizens within Thika and the community to come and educate them about the importance of supporting local, the importance of supporting fair trade, and the importance of supporting sustainable. So the moment you buy from, for example, locally made products, you are growing the company of that person. You are able to support families. It has a trickle-down effect where you're going to support families, you're going to create jobs, you're going to create sustained living within the local place. So I feel Africa is ready, but we need to do more sensitization, and this Strides for Africa Walkathon is one of those sensitization. So we need to come together, all the key stakeholders in the community, the businesses. We also need to rally the governments, local governments, and we are happy that Thika municipality has been a great partner for us for the last 3 years, so that we can continue transforming and advancing this agenda of transforming Africa through our own businesses. Africa doesn't need aid, Africa needs opportunities. And by supporting the local, we are growing these opportunities and we are advancing the economy of Africa.
On his part, Thika Municipal Manager Gathi Kanyi hailed the partnership between Kiambu County and the World Fair Trade Organization that began in 2022, noting that it has helped in building the capacity of small traders and startups. He pointed out that the county has been working to integrate small, medium and large businesses within the Central Business District to coexist harmoniously.
Thika municipality has been in partnership with World Fair Trade Organization for the last over 3 years. Actually 2022, that's when we got into partnership with World Fair Trade Organization. And the aim of this partnership is to promote ethical and fair businesses in Thika. We have walked a long distance or journey with them since 2022. We've supported several businesses here in Thika. We've also done quite a number of capacity building, courtesy of a World Fair Trade Organization. And today we are here to sensitize people on how to develop our own economy by buying local products that are traded by our local business people. May I say that Kiambu County Government, led by His Excellency the Governor, Dr. Kimani Wamatangi, has been very serious with businesses and livelihood. Just to mention a few things that interventions that have been made or done by the government is, if you go around business parks, bus parks, and also quite here, just here home in Thika, around the Thika Stadium, you have noticed that these days we don't just do dead walls. We are trying to do what we call transacting walls, where we are building stalls for young people and other people to come and do businesses around that facility. If you go to bus park, for example, Makongeni bus park, we are also doing modern kiosks, where we want to make sure that our people do business as they do other kind of stuff in the spaces that they are in. Also, if you look at the kind of integration that we are trying to bring in the doing of business, we are accommodating everyone. We are making sure that big businesses and small businesses are taken care of, and also considering those people who do not have structured businesses, hawkers. We are trying to make sure that all of them are accommodated in the space that they are going to do business. We are allowing them to do business late in the evening from 6 p.m. Hawkers are supposed to do business from 6 p.m. Onward, so that they can give space to these other established businesses to do their business during the day. Economy is never built by importation only, but majorly by developing or growing the business that are local. So when we are here, we are telling you people, not only businesses, but also the people of Kenya, that we should support our businesses and make sure that we buy products that are made by our businesses.
Thika District Business Association Chairman Alfred Wanyoike used the platform to push for broader continental reforms to eliminate trade barriers across the continent. Felista Wairimo and Lauren Okech further rallied the government to create a more conducive environment for entrepreneurs, stressing the need for fair taxation that does not stifle startups and small businesses.
Alfred Wanyoike, the chairman of the Thika business community, we are advocating for people buying local manufactured goods, local products, so that we can promote Africa. We are saying one Africa, one nation, one trade, and all barriers of trade should be removed in all borders of African countries, so that we can have one big, large Africa market for our goods. What we need to do is to improve the quality of our products that we sell to our people, so that, because our people are the ones buying the products, we make sure that the products we make are up to standard, they qualify to the world standards, so that our people can see the need not to import and buy local. So I'm also employing on our industries, our manufacturers, to make sure that they manufacture competent, good quality goods for our own market. As I have said, that Africa has the biggest market. Our problem is selling raw materials. What I can request as the chairman of the business community is, can the AU, with all African governments, first come up with a policy where every country has a policy where no raw material will be exported before value is added to that product. And the first market should be Africa. The other point is, can AU bring the policy of no boundaries to businesses? Let us remove all our political boundaries to our African countries, so that we can have a bloc as a market, so that when value is added, if this product can reach every corner of Africa before it can be exported. We are saying Africa first.
My name is Felista Wairimo, the CEO of G-Smart Group. We would request the government to lower the taxes, because most of these local manufacturers, they are buying the raw materials on a very, very high price. And if government, they can be able, maybe I wouldn't say like to remove all the taxes, but at least to reduce. They can be able to produce good qualities and affordable prices.
My name is Lorena Kesh. So we'd like the government maybe to impose low taxes and promote, actually help in the investment of those locally manufactured goods so that we buy them at a fair prices.